Good morning, everyone, and once again, welcome back to the Bet Advisor daily webcast for the fourth and the final day of the St Ledger meeting. As you can see, I look a bit rough and I sound a bit hoarse from celebrating getting some of the 40 to 1 on our winning selection yesterday, Serious Prospect. It landed a big punt for us all and put me back to the king of the tipsters, where I belong. And if you read the blog, I had narrowed it down to just 3 runners, and if you'd have put those in a combination exact, which I always do in these big field races, you'd have got a payout of £192 for a quid, so not bad at all. As I keep saying to you, because of the prices they give out, you have to expect losing runs, and we can stand a few of those when the winner comes along and it's such a good price. They recover any loss and they make us a profit. We can't get winners like that every day. I mean, I'd be a millionaire if I I would be, I did say to you yesterday that I thought today was going to be the day, and too right I was. But saying that, it wasn't going to be with Regal, with the horse that won. I thought this Regal Realm was my banker of the day. And I got to eat some humble pie for that, so I got it all wrong, and I had a banker won on Regal Realm to win and a banker place lay on Fallen for You, and both got overturned, and that cost me about 25% of my winnings from Serious Prospect. No excuses really. I mean, I got it wrong and I hold my hand up to it, but I have been banging on all week, and I always do. Don't bet in Fillies race, and that's what that was yesterday. And having those banker bets in the Fillies race broke all my golden rules, and I should know better. So it's a slap on my hand for that. I deserve that, Remember that exclusively at Bet Advisor, if you subscribe to a tipster who's not performing, like I wasn't, you can swap to another one. And then if you're an original tipster who subscribe to its form, like me, then you can return, so please come back. Anyway, on to today's racing. Not much rain where I live near the course, so I got to expect the course to have dried out a bit with the wind we had yesterday. So I'm sure it's going to ride a little bit quick today and bringing to the front the horse with a bit of speed. So just watch out for those. On to the first race anyway. It's the 205. It's not a race to bet in. I think it's going to turn into a tactical race. I think ground's going to be the key here. Favourite Entifad has never run on ground this quick, so you don't know what to expect. So even money or slightly odds on, you don't really want to be backing something that you don't know what's going to happen with it. If it turns into a tactical race, which I think it might do, then the two I'd be interested in, a Red Duke who's got a nice turn of foot if he don't get blocked in, shall we say, and Trumpet Major, whose best runs have come on faster going. Anytime he's running anything that's been a little bit soft or a little bit of cut in it, he's not run too well, but on the fast going, he's got some good form. And I think possibly around 3.8 to win the first two. I think that would be a bet that I'd be having if I were having a bet in this race. That'd be my bet, I think. 235, as you know, I like these races and loads of runners. Nice wide open race, 22 runners to sift through. So here we go. I think basically that we're going to need a hold-up performer that'll be shielded from the moderate to slight to moderate headwind. And another point to remember that this race is over 5.5 furlongs, and as it's done all week, the last half furlong changes the result. I think Waffle, even with a visor on for the first time, and Richard Hughes is a good jockey booking for him, but I think he needs soft going to show his best, and I think the ground's going against him and he's poorly drawn. Zero Money did us a favour last week, but again I think poorly drawn near the rails, and I think we're trying to make the run into headwind, and he's going to have some competition for that, so I think he's going to go off a bit faster than he wants really to try and keep it up front. I know that he's won over 6 furlongs before, but I think last week at Haydock he was getting towards the end of his stamina. It'd been going a bit faster than he probably was comfortable with, and over this extra half furlong today, if he goes off fast again, a bit faster than what he wants to do, with the rise in the weights and that, I think he might have struggled to last home. So I think I'd be leaving him out. I think that Swiss Dream won't have the speed to go with these. I think the filly needs a bit of cut, and 6 furlongs to be seen at her best. Confessional is going to be one of those that's going to be up front, competing for the lead. I'll prefer this faster going, but I think he might struggle against these to stay up there. I'm sure Richard Kingscote would be fuming that he's been dropped off Brown Panther, because I don't think he's done anything wrong particularly. And I'm sure he'd love to get a winner today just to prove everyone that he's a good jockey, but I don't think Joe Packett will be good enough. I've narrowed it down just to 4 runners that I think have a chance of winning, and big price as well. So I think it's worth you to subscribe now. I'm informed, so subscribe and then you'll find out what they are. The 310, the biggest race of the meeting, the race we've all been waiting for, the St Ledger. I don't think Mass Marvel has done enough to warrant winning this, so not for me. And I think with Kieran Fallon taking over on Brown Panther, I think his level of form seems to have plateaued out a bit, and I doubt that either Kieran or the faster going is going to bring about enough improvement for him to win this. Apparently, they left a bit to work on Seville when they were beaten favourite. I think it was 65 favourite at York. I wish they'd have told us before the race, but that's how it is. They left a bit to work on with an eye to bring him on here to the St Leger. So he's got 10 lengths to make up, which is a lot of ground. But I mean, I suppose if they got some placement, they'd be quite happy.